Hey hotties, welcome back. Today we're ranking our top 5 animes we'd give ourselves amnesia for to watch again for the first time.
We'll be here every week, dressing up, ranking our characters, so we hope to see you back next week, but that's okay because literally
No one asked.
So, like Maddie said, today we're going to be talking about our top 5 animes that we wish we could literally go back and give ourselves amnesia for to watch again for the first time. Because don't get me wrong, I can rewatch a show, and I will, but there's nothing like watching the plot twists and falling in love with the characters for the first time. So we wanted to bring our list, talk about our favorite characters from those animes, and hopefully you have some of the same ones on your list. So my number 5 anime that I would give myself amnesia to watch again for the first time, and honestly, this is why I'm putting it as number 5, but it is Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood specifically, and I'm putting it at number 5 for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm loving it so far. It's amazing, but keyword so far. I am a little late in the game. I am watching it right now. I am on season 3, episode 3, so I'm at the part where we just found out about all the homunculi, and okay, I guess this is not trigger, spoiler warning if you have also not seen it either. But I'm at the part where, we're fully invested. We know about the homunculi. We know about the Fuhrer. So Ed and Al. Oh, and I always want to mix up their names. Al is the older one, right?
Ed.
See? Ed just saw Al's body behind the door. So we finally got some confirmation that his body is somewhere. Because so far it's just been kind of like, hoping for the best. But we just got that confirmation, and I literally am having the thoughts as I watch it. Like, I'm like soaking in every minute. Like, if I'm distracted, I rewind it because I know I'm not going to be able to watch this show again for the first time. And it's one of Maddie's favorites, and obviously for a reason. So I'm really soaking it all in right now. And I know it's going to quickly be on my list.
Oh, yeah. And it's such a classic. Like, whenever there's always that great debate. And that's why she said specifically Brotherhood, because there is the like original that was made. But I personally enjoy Brotherhood better because it follows the manga just way, like literally to a T, like exactly. And I just love that more when they adapt pretty much exactly to the manga. Some changes are okay when it makes sense for the story, but I feel like the original, I don't know, it's a big ol' thing. It's like sub or dub, but for me, Brotherhood stole my heart. So I was really excited when you started watching it. So it makes me so happy to have it on this list.
No, it's been really good. And it came out in 2009. And there's something about that animation style from like 2008 to 2012.
Yep.
I love it. It kind of reminds me of like
so much
almost
passion.
Yeah, almost Attack on Titan. Like it's right on the cusp of that too. Like there's so much expression in their face. And I don't know. You can definitely kind of tell when an anime was made from the animation
Even
style.
if like the animation today is better, like aesthetically wise, like its fluidity is
and able
the
to
art
be more
is better.
detailed.
Yes, something about the passion and the grind that those artists went through in those early 2000s, even 90s anime days was just unreal. So I just like applaud them. So it's truly so special to go back and watch those again, like a decade or two later.
So I'm loving it, and I have to say, it's been one of my favorite ones with good plot twists. Like, they make sense. They're not like out there, but I truly didn't see them coming. And I would like to say I'm someone who's pretty good at catching those kind of things. And Maddie told me that I still have one more. I haven't met Pride.
Yes.
The homunculus. So I don't know who they are, so don't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
Probably by the time this is posted, I better have finished it. But so that's like another big spoiler coming in for me. So I'm really excited.
But that's a great number 5 to have on here.
Yep, number 5 for me. So.
And my number 5 is Frieren Beyond Journey's End. I was so obsessed with it when I first watched it, and I have watched quite a decent amount of different like fantasy, that kind of dungeon-y type with elves and mages and whatever, like world system. I loved Delicious in Dungeon, and I watched Fairy Tail when I first started watching anime, and I know there's plenty more, but there was just something so like unique and special about like Frieren that I felt with just the messages it delivered. And I love a good slow burn, and the slow burn was like just enough that it wasn't annoying, but like it kept you wanting more. And the story was just so beautiful. And this one came out in 2023, so it's really not that old. And when we're filming this, it'll be coming out in January 2026. So really not far away, a couple months. We're in July right now. So I'm really excited for that. So that's why she's dressed up. She literally just finished it. So I was so happy because
I literally finished it.
oh my God. Yeah.
So it's still fresh on my brain.
Yep.
Frieren the Slayer, my queen.
Yep.
To do her wig is a little bit heavy, so you're going to see me pulling it a lot.
Again, like I've said before, we take these wigs out, barely style them, and put them back because one day we will be able to go full on bougie cosplay every episode. But that's not right now.
Get what we got.
Yes.
Get what we got. But I
Okay.
feel like this one turned out pretty good.
No, actually, fire.
But I'm loving dressing up as Frieren the Slayer.
Yeah, you're ready.
Oh, it was so good because I will admit, it's like you said, it's a slow burn. Some of them hook you in right away. Like I feel like that's more the method of today's anime. Is something crazy happens in the first episode, like family dies, they almost die, something crazy, you know, and then you just kind of want to find out what the repercussions of that are afterwards. But I feel like this one's kind of the opposite. Like it starts off really slow and tender, and you're getting to know a story, and you're even like. The time skips in this are crazy. All of a sudden, it'll be like 40 years later. It's like, oh,
Yeah. So even though it's slow burn, it really keeps you going. Like stuff is still always happening. And once you really get into the fight scenes, it's so beautiful. That animation is just like out of this world. I really loved Frieren entirely in its whole. Yeah.
The use of color, spells, their way of magic and mages.
And we watched it in English. I did end up finishing the last couple episodes in sub because I was so impatient because I was watching it weekly. But the dub is amazing. I always love both sub and dub. So applauds for all of the voice actors, all languages. You're amazing. So I love Frieren.
Yeah, we love Frieren. So just watched it last night, but I would already fall over, give myself amnesia to experience her again.
But that's why I put it as my number 5 because, you know, it's newer. I didn't watch it that long ago. So I'd still give myself amnesia to watch it again. But it's still a newer one. So it's a little lower on the list for me.
Period. Hey, quick break. Just wanted to let you know that this episode is brought to you by, well, me. When I'm not dressing up and recording this podcast, I actually run a business, and it's called Riley Yana's Social Media Services. I work with brands, entrepreneurs, and creatives, all to help them grow their strategies, create engaged audiences, and create content that actually resonates. So if you're ready to grow your social media, check the show notes for a special discount just for you. And my number 4 is Death Note. And of course, we got Live, we got the Shinigami. And that was truly one of the first animes that I watched. You know, we watched a couple Studio Ghibli, like My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away when I was little, like 12 or 13. So that is technically the first like anime that I watched. But when I got into it, like in my 20s, like wanting to watch like series and be just a little more invested. Death Note was one of the first ones I watched. And kind of like we were just talking about with the early 2000s, because this one came out in, I want to say 2006. So that early style, I love it. It's so like crisp. And when he's having like his full crash out moment, the English voice acting, it did get turned into kind of a meme for a moment on TikTok. My perfect victory.
Okay, but also the iconic, like, and I'll take this potato chip and I'll eat it. Iconic
potato chip scene. And so that is why you are dressed as the lovely Misa today too.
Yes, Misa Mane. I am honestly shocked I never cosplayed her. When I first started cosplaying, when I was 10. So for like 10 years now.
That would have been like peak time for you to like, I guess you were literally a child and she's a little, kind of a battied out.
I did also almost cosplay Yoko though, and she's literally in like a bra, but I didn't actually wear it out, so I wasn't that crazy. But I did cosplay like Eren. I did watch Attack on Titan when I was like 10, 11. That was a little crazy, but it'd be like that.
Yeah, our parents were like, "Oh, Studio Ghibli's so cute. Like, enjoy that little anime." And Maddie's in the corner reading like Fullmetal, Attack on Titan.
I remember going to my 5th grade class, and it was like reading time, and this whole guy Puff the Magic Dragon. I said, "I'm reading Fullmetal Alchemist." What you know, Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist, like, so period. So again, number 4 would be Death Note. So it's truly a classic. And if you're wanting to like dip your toes into anime, I feel like that's a good one. Solid storyline, really easy to finish. It's only a couple seasons. It's under 50 episodes for sure. I want to say it has like 30 to 40 or something like that. Yeah. I remember finishing it in like a week. So love me some Death Note. And my number 4 is Bleach. It came out in 2004, so my birth year. So it's as old as me. So that's amazing. But my dad really loved Bleach, and like we said before, we watched a bunch of Studio Ghibli. And my dad actually had me watch Akira with him, like one of the anime movies, and I love that one so much. And when we started to get him more into anime, and he watched Naruto, and we went back and forth showing each other different ones, and so he ended up watching Bleach quite a few years ago, and was like, you need to watch it. Like, because it's in the big 3, One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. But I was just Naruto, ride or die, and I will not watch One Piece. No, thank you.
Yeah, so sorry out there. I'm not watching One Piece. No matter how good you tell me it is.
No.
That's crazy.
No, I just be standing on my business of not watching One Piece. But Bleach, I was like, okay, and so me and my fiance watched it. Oh, so good. I was like, this is what I've been missing out on. This is what I've been missing out on. And so it just felt so good to absorb all of this content that's been waiting for me for 20 years, just gathering. And like, it was literally meant for me. So I loved it so much. And Kubo, the author, he's just so amazing. His art is so special. His writing is amazing. So Bleach is so awesome.
When you were like, I've just been waiting, like this is that's how I'm feeling watching Fullmetal right now. I'm like, I'm the mistaken one for not watching. Like this has just been sitting there waiting for me, and it's perfectly packaged for me. I'm also waiting to watch Bleach because I haven't read a manga before. Yeah. So I'm reading Bleach right now. I'm on volume 7, I think. So that's quite a bit to go. I still got quite a ways to go, but I'll get there. I've seen the first episode or 2, and I really liked it, but I want to read the manga first before I finish the anime. So
yeah, I applaud you for that. It's hard to do. I've done it, and it's woof. And now,
yeah, and so good job. Yeah. Bleach for number 4.
Yeah, Bleach for number 4.
My number 3 is Attack on Titan. Chef's Kiss, because obviously. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that one is one that's worthy of a rewatch.
That's
because you have to kind of rewatch some things to understand what WTF just happened.
Yep.
Or at least for me, I knew the second half of the series especially, I had to process, maybe read a couple of things online to because I want to appreciate it. It's a deep story with a lot of amazing writing. I don't want to just skim over something because I don't understand it. It's complex. So amazing. I've loved to give myself amnesia. I would love to watch when you find out about the walls for the first time. Oh. I'd love to watch Eren be eaten by a Titan for the first time in the first season.
If you heard that out of context, that is a crazy sentence. I would love to see him get eaten by a Titan.
It would make sense if you've seen the first season, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
But if you just know it's about people running from Titans, then I'm like, I want to see the main character get eaten again.
But no, truly, and all the different twists and turns that came up in those last 20 episodes was just so gnarly, bro. Him going back, and it was basically all Eren, and it's just so insane, and everything with his dad, oh my god.
I love how everything from the beginning is still important up until the very last episode, basically. Yes. So such an amazing, beautifully well written. I want to experience it hurt, but I want to experience that hurt again.
I've shed so many tears into Attack on Titan. Oh my god. I am patriotic AF for that. Are you kidding?
Oh, I know. When I watched that show, I was like, I would be one of a
scout.
Yeah, I would be a scout, but at the same time, girl.
I'm scared. The ODM gear looked fun, but
the ODM girl. I'll be an ODM girl. But the ODM gear looks so fun. I want to be whipping around the buildings. In my mind, I would be Levi, but in all actuality, girl, I'm dying on the first mission.
Girl, I'm gonna be looking like Puss in Boots when he was doing it. Girl.
Hey, he is kind of slaying. Don't diss on my man.
No, not to diss and slay like that, but he ain't doing nearly as much as Levi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we love Levi.
We love Levi. No, and I was talking about it, and I was like, I have so many that I would put on mine. I gave her Attack on Titan for this, so I'm just. I sound so mean.
No, it was also one of the ones that I first got into.
Yeah, and I was like, you need to watch this, girl.
Mm-hmm. Luckily, I had a guide. I had a shaman. I had a mage to guide me along the anime journey. So Attack on Titan was also one of the first ones I watched. But I was lucky because I started watching around 2020, 2021. It came out in 2014. And all you hardcore fans had to wait a minute. So
it was miserable. It really was.
So, yeah, I would. And one more thing I was thinking about as I put this on my list, I would do anything to just see Eren happy. At the beginning when they were just their little team. Yes, don't get me wrong. They were never happy.
Yeah.
But
Let
Aaron
them live
towards
a
the end of the
simpler
season
life.
versus the beginning of the season, he didn't know what was coming yet.
Oh my God, nothing hurt so much more than Mikasa walking up to Armin holding Aaron's head. Oh, and that guttural scream that he lets out. Oh my God, it's so painful. Him and Mikasa should have just been together.
I know.
So sad.
So rip my Attack on Titan. So
Yeah.
that would be my number 3, climbing up in the list because one of the best
Truly art
stories I've ever seen, and art storyline and
Oh, it's literally art all around. My number 3 is Soul Eater, and that one came out in 2008, and it's just again like pure nostalgia and like such groundwork for so many things. So many iconic voice actors are in there. Like it is just so amazing. I recently like got a tattoo for it. It's like the skull for death, and like on death the kids rings as well. But it's just so good, and that creator is so amazing. And I, when I first got into anime, right around when I was in 5th grade, during like a break, I remember I had like a couple days off of school, and I just binge watched so many different animes, and that was one of them. And I just was so obsessed, and it stuck with me so hard. And again, being in my little 5th grade class, I remember drawing Maka and Soul, like, like, oh my God, it was just so good. So I really would do anything. And I rewatched it not too long ago when I had my dad watch it for the first time, and it almost felt that way, but I truly would do anything to have amnesia to watch that again. Oh my God, it's so good.
And I guess I'm lucky because I've only seen the first couple episodes, so I am what you wish you could be.
Oh my
You wish you was you, huh? So I'm excited to fully watch it. That's one thing I've been super happy about getting into anime later in life is my list is long, my cup
Yep.
is always full. I can always start something good. So.
Yeah.
And before we get into our top 2, always so hard to pick between those two. So we like to do a little activity to break it up. This week, we are going to do some anime charades.
I'm so excited.
But before we jump into that, we always like to give a shout out, an honorable mention, because it's always so hard to condense it just into 5. And an anime that I recently watched that, I would do anything to be able to watch it for the first time again is Solo Leveling. I have recently entered the world of loving Alex Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he is so good. All of the
my
voices that
God.
he does, I fall in love with him. So he is the main character for Solo Leveling, Jinwoo, and I just love the concept. The animation is fire. I love watching him progressively become more and more of a baddie. There's a little elf, kind of like elf demon girl in there too. That's really cute. I just thought about that. So this is my shout out to Solo Leveling. That is the honorable mention that almost made it onto my list, but it is really new, and I feel like it got a lot of hype at the Anime Awards. So people already know that it's good. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna just give some things on my list that are maybe a little bit older, shed some light on those.
Yeah, and I did watch the first like couple episodes, but I'm just such a ride or die for free run. I also started watching like Apothecary Diaries. I had other things going on, so I didn't finish Solo Leveling. And then everything with the Anime Awards happened, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna stay petty for a minute, and I'm gonna give it a hot second before.
It's a sensitive subject in this case.
Yes, it is, because I love free run.
And I love Solo Leveling. So, we're just gonna move on to the middle segment now. But like I said, we're going to do some anime charades. So I brought some note cards, and we're each going to write a character on them and pass them to the other one and hold them up. So Maddie's not going to know who she has. I'm not going to know who I have. And we're not allowed to like talk because I think we would give it away pretty quickly. So mostly just like motions, gestures, maybe little sounds, but hope you enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to write mine first. I'm going to take 2 cards, so you can't see through. You don't look over.
No, I'm not looking at all. How y'all doing? I'm going to Disney World October 3rd. So if you want to come on down, come on down. I say that all. It's such a good one.
Okay, do not. Here, I'm just going to give this to you right here.
Oh.
It's by your water. Because you have to write mine down.
Yeah.
Here you go. Okay, let's see. I love being dressed as Freeman. That's probably been one of my favorite ones. The only thing is the costume does not love being on me.
Yeah, you look really cute.
Thank you. The elf ears are so fun. It kind of reminds me of like Lord of the Rings, because that was also when we were little kids. So like the Legolas vibe, but I would rather be Freeman than Legolas. Okay. I'm ready?
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, wait. We can't look this way too.
Okay, yeah.
We can only look at each other for the charade. So kind of
Yeah.
do that at an angle so they
Do you want
can.
me to keep it on this center camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it do be upside down.
Oh, is she upside down?
Yes.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Close your eyes maybe and then
Show the class. Okay.
okay. All right, ready?
Okay, you ready for? Are we gonna go one at a time?
Oh. Do you want to do it at the same time? I thought about going one at a time.
Sure, we can go one at a time.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, no way. Give me a few more just to make sure it's who I'm thinking of. Okay. Is it Midoriya?
Yes.
Madison?
What?
Flip over your card.
Why are we like this? Why are we like this?
That's okay. That's why I have multiple note cards. I gave her Deku too.
Guys, we didn't talk about our middle segment. Like, we knew we were doing charades, but we were like, hey, let's not tell
Let's
each other.
not tell each other what we're doing, obviously, because we wanted to be able to have a genuine reaction. Well, this is what we get.
Girl. Okay.
Okay, that's so funny.
That is so good.
I'm gonna do a new one for you.
Okay.
Because I got it. But good job. As soon as I saw that finger flick, I was like, not the Manhattan Smash, not the Tennessee Thunder. I was 100%.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you look away. Okay, let's see.
That is so funny. We both thought of him. He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. Okay,
Okay.
pick that one up. Don't look at it.
Okay. Are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, close your eyes and show the class. Okay.
Oh. Oh. Well,
I gave her the...
my first thought is I thought of Todoroki. Oh, is it not anime at all? Are we out of My Hero?
We're out of My Hero.
Okay. God damn. Do something else.
Okay.
Dance for me. Oh, is it Kakashi?
You're getting closer.
Is it Obito? Is it? Well, that was more so giving Sasuke. Okay, I was like, it was Chidori. Chidori was going on.
My Sharingan.
Oh, okay,
trying to
that
give my
makes
Sharingan.
sense. I was like, emo hair, but he does have emo hair. But
turning
okay,
back on the village, you know.
I did eventually get it, so that's what matters.
Good job.
Yeah.
That was a good round. My number 2 is Demon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Demon Slayer, Flame. Demon Slayer shows up on this list a lot. I'm getting nervous because I gotta explain myself why he shows up on the list every week.
I'm literally over here like, explain why. Tell the class.
But anyways, we love a good story. We love a story written by a woman.
We do.
And unfortunately, it's not finished. I am counting down the days until we get to see the castle arc, right?
Yep.
So it's not quite finished, but I would love to, like we've been saying with all of these, I just want to experience what I experienced watching it for the first time.
Yeah.
First seeing
Oh my God,
the
that
tragic
first episode.
it is traumatic. It just sets the stage. It sets the stage and you're enthralled immediately watching him train for all of that time, seeing Nezuko's progress throughout the show.
Like, y'all can't even see this right now, but she's dead tearing up. I see the tears in her eyes. Like, this is serious because
Serious.
I'm serious about that too, bro. It is dead for real. It's so serious.
Because I just love their sibling bond, and this is a sister show. This is a sibling show.
That's why they were in our first one too, for the siblings.
Exactly. Of course, it's gonna be there right at the top.
Yep.
And this one is relatively new. I think it came out in like 2018.
I think it came out in 2016.
2016.
Or wait, no.
I couldn't find an exact date online because I think it had like, it said something about like a webtoon or like a manga.
Well, yeah, the manga, it says sterilization. Sterilization just means when it was cleared and authorized to be released. So it'll be released online first, and then it'll get paper copies, and then it eventually becomes an anime. But I think you might be right. It might have been 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit newer. It's not quite finished, but I would still give myself amnesia to watch it all over again.
I totally agree, bro. And it's worth it to be up there because the plot is beautiful. The art is beautiful again. All the voice acting is amazing. So it really is worth it to be up there in that number 2 spot.
Exactly. And I feel like it edged out Attack on Titan for just the simple reason in that I love Attack on Titan so much, but it's so goddamn serious
and intense.
Draining. Whereas I feel like Demon Slayer, don't get me wrong, there's death, it's intense, it's a serious subject, but they sprinkle with some good humor.
And I feel like there's a lot more hope within the show.
Yeah.
Tanjiro is so hopeful. And when he lets despair get to him, it's in a way for the story to progress where I feel like Attack on Titan is mainly despair. Girl despairs her whole thing. Junko Enoshima is pulling up in this and causing despair. It's Danganronpa.
No, I agree. In Demon Slayer, despair is like a catalyst for them to fight against it, whereas in Attack on Titan, it's like, that's the world.
Yep. That's it. That's how me, girl.
That's how me, girl. So, number 2 is Demon Slayer.
My number 2, I'm very excited to talk about this one, is Madoka Magica. And this one came out in 2011, Poly Madoka Magica. I'm mostly going to be talking about the main series. There's a couple other movies and other little things that happened after and things. But I mainly absorbed and have rewatched and reread the main manga and main series. And I was really happy when I had Riley first started watching anime. That was also one of the first ones I made her watch and she loved. It's like every time I try to get people to watch it, I'm like, imagine Sailor Moon, but a lot darker, and they're all gay, and it's really sad.
Perfect description.
Perfect description. And the voice actors are, again, so goddamn good. But it just, again, that was one of the ones I binge watched on that same night with Soul Eater, and I watched a bunch of Attack on Titan that night too, and then I watched Madoka Magica, and it's just, oh my god, it's so sad. And even though, again, it's a sad one, there is a lot of hope in it, and it's beautiful as well, and they do just tell a really interesting story, and it's just really unique to the magical girl element that was there. You know, it was very different.
And I've never seen an animation style like the way that they do
The Witches.
Yeah, the
It's
Witches.
beautiful.
It's amazing. If you don't,
It looks like
if there's
paper
anything
mache.
you listen to in this show, let it be. Go watch Madoka Magica because the art in that one is. I haven't seen anything quite like it. It's so beautiful, and that one always makes me think of you because I stayed home and I watched it like during Christmas break. Like I remember we stayed up late watching it in your room, and it was such a good one. So
Yeah, I remember you cried at that one too, and I was like, yeah, if you don't cry at this one, you're soulless because it's rip your heart out type beat. So that's why I had it as my number 2 because just so beautiful, and I really love it. And that's one that I have sworn to cosplay with my fiance too.
And that's what I was gonna say is when we made these lists, I was like, I would love to dress up as a magical girl, but that's not. I feel like Free Run was kind of a B. Dressing up as one of the magical girls.
You're gonna be overstimulated.
That's going to be overstimulated. Take me way too long, but one day.
One day.
And my number 1 that I would give myself amnesia for to rewatch for the first time again, when I thought of this, like when we first came up with this topic, this was the very first one that came to my mind, and that is Hunter x Hunter. And that was, again, one of the first ones that I watched. So it just has a special place in my heart because I was like, wow, this is anime. Like these crazy stories that are told, the way that they're able to, I don't know, just make me feel so many emotions like happiness, sadness, like hope, despair. Yeah, that was such a beautifully written story. And I hear people bag on the Chimera Ant arc. We've talked about that many times on this show before, so get out of here with that. It's just long, but it's so beautifully well done. And it's like a running joke at my house too, where we'll be doing something for a long time and we'll look at each other and be like, only 7 seconds have passed.
Yeah.
Just like how in the battle scene when they're in the castle, that was one of the, hands down to this day, one of the craziest battle scenes I've ever seen to this day is you're watching 4 or 5 episodes jam-packed of gnarly action fighting. And so I'm in my head, I'm like, how long have they been fighting? This is like hours. And then the narrator voice turns on and he's like, 7 seconds have passed in the castle or something like that.
So crazy. And the fact that like Killua and Gon specifically are like 14 by that point in time, maybe even close to like 15. They're still really young though, and are just getting demolished and are demolishing other people is just so crazy. Killua specifically, I was like, boy, you crazy.
And every like arc in that was so just good. Like the training arc. Anytime there's an exam.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be so good. Exactly. Anytime there's an exam. So I love that section of the show. And I loved even when we met Binsky. I can't remember quite what that was for. Bisky. Not Binsky. But I remember Bisky. She was so cute. And then the final one, you know, Chimera, and the end one where he goes to find his pops. But I loved that one. And I think it was originally released in like the early 90s, like 98. But it did all right. And it kind of got a resurgence in 2011. That's when the one that I watched. I didn't watch it in 2011. I watched it in like 2020. But came out in 2011. That's the one that does super well and everybody loves. And there is talks of a new season coming out.
Yes, because the manga, there was way more of the manga than what the anime did, even for the original. So there's much more to explore. And two fun facts that the animators that redid Hunter x Hunter is the same studio that did Frieren. So another reason why both are so baddie. And then the person that made Hunter x Hunter is married to the creator of Sailor Moon. So like he had taught her and like vice versa. They're each other's art style, so they could continue on each other's art if ever when the other one passes, which is just so sad and tender. But truly, like Hunter x Hunter is just so special. Like there is really nothing like it. And that whole ending arc of him, like Gon and Killua separating, broke my goddamn heart. I was so sad. Like it was gonna happen, but I was like, no,
I know.
no, they need to stay together.
So that would be my number one.
Yes, that's so good. And my number one, again, just like she said with Demon Slayer, you know, I'm not going to explain myself. You know what? Because literally
our show.
Asked. Exactly. Naruto is my number one. And as we know, that one came out in 2002. And I made it my number one specifically for this because, girl, bang my head on that concrete. I'm knocking myself out and watching it again. Oh, my God. It just brought me so many happy memories. And I think that's the one that I have loved probably the most for the longest, since it was one of the first main series that I watched. I watched like Black Butler first as well, but like Black Butler's considerably shorter to Naruto. I've watched that like 3 to 4 times over, which is hundreds and thousands of hours, you know, that I've poured into that. And yeah, I literally loved it since I was like 10. So it's just so special to me, and getting my family to love it as well also makes it that like extra more special. Not only is the story and the art and the people that worked on it are amazing, but it's extended outside of that into my personal life as well with the people I love. So that's why it's extra special and my number one.
Aren't you precious?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I agree. I feel the same way. Thinking about you when I watch it, I'm like, oh, this is Maddie's jam. Like it's fun to be able to talk to you, and you're like, oh, just you wait until you see what's coming. So it was super fun to watch Naruto, especially having like you and that and stuff to talk about and cheer me on and be like, oh, you don't even know. So Naruto's an amazing pick. Yeah. And lately, after we crown our ones, we've been saying who would duke it out. So, like, are we going to send up our MCs, or are we going to send up our group?
Okay, how about, because wait, who's your number one again?
Hunter x Hunter. That's a pretty fair fight.
I feel like that's a pretty fair fight. Girl, I don't know.
That doesn't mean I know who would win.
Because Kurapika could really have a smackdown with
could really have Gon could be some trouble. But honestly, I do feel like Naruto
was still gonna beat their ass. I feel like Naruto will still beat their ass in the entirety. If he let out one tail, they'd be using
Sasuke's like on
their
Naruto's
Sharingan.
Killua will have a good shot, but yeah, I do think Naruto's gonna take the win on this one.
I do think so too. So
okay, so there we go. There you have it.
It's been decided.
We're gonna
Naruto wins
smash our heads again. Into a wall for Naruto.
All right, let's go.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and let us know who would be on your list, who you would give yourself amnesia to rewatch again.
Yep.
And we'll be here next week talking about some furry felonies. So tune in to see what we mean. Thank you so much, and we hope to see you next week. And that's okay if not, because literally
no one asked. And back again is me. I'm also here to tell you that this episode's brought to you by me. I run my small business lunar cause, so if you're ever in the SLC area and you want to grow your natural nails strong and healthy with intricate custom nail art, you'll come to me for that, of course. And you can see more information for that in the show notes below.